Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the real Cut My Music Wrestling. It's your boy, the Black Patriot, once again bringing you the dopest wrestling content on the net because wrestling is my number one priority and wrestling is my number one passion. Yes. Now that the introductions are out of the way, please, guys, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. It's a small thing for you, but it means the world to me. It helps me grow the channel. It helps us like-minded individuals come together and we can share. I'm here, the Black Patriot. I will always be here bringing you wrestling content. The video I want to do today is going to be a review of Smackdown. And as I've been saying on many of my other videos in the past, this show is becoming absolutely unwatchable. I do not know what Triple H is doing. I do not know what's going through his head. I cannot believe that he was once one of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world. And when you take a great professional wrestler like Triple H was, because nobody can deny that, the game, I'm that damn good, he was good. So I cannot believe this is the trash content that he's putting out on a consistent basis. I was one of the people that was like, we need to get Vince McMahon out of this company. And when I found out that Triple H would be the person that would take over for Vince, I was happy. My initial mindset was like, okay, Vince is giving us garbage. Triple H is an ex-professional wrestler, lived on the Attitude Era, fought Austin, been in there with The Rock, been in there with Undertaker. I'm thinking his wrestling mind, his wrestling IQ, his wrestling know-how, he put that to the creative. I'm thinking that we're about to get the best product ever. But what if we got the best doo-doo ever? It's like taking a giant dump. Triple H is literally pulling his trousers down and dumping on the fans. Because if this is the show that he's putting out, and like I said, Backlash was terrible. WrestleMania was terrible. Raw after Backlash was terrible. Like, what is going on? Literally, what is going on? Someone please explain to me. If you are a fan of this and you are enjoying this, please drop it in the comments. Tell me what is going on. What do you see enjoyable about this show? Because all I see is unmitigated jobberfest, unmitigated trash, unmitigated garbage. This is unwatchable. The show is like, it was like a reverse Dynamite. Like AEW's Dynamite started off with that banger Osprey and Osprey match, the tag match, and it was the best match about the show. And then after that, everything was trash. WWE started in reverse. The trash started off at the beginning, and the only saving grace of this show was, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton had a really good match. I'm not going to call it a banger, but it was really good. It was better than some of the women's matches that we've been getting recently. It was not as good as the triple threat Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley match at WrestleMania, but it was really good. And it saved the show. Otherwise, everything in this show was just mid to bad. Nobody was elevated. Matter of fact, someone was buried, and I'm going to get to that. Nobody was elevated. People were getting buried. Storylines aren't going anywhere. This is not watchable. The fans in attendance were sad, yo. I can't even say they were bored. Some of them just looked like they would rather be elsewhere. I don't understand how there's even tribalism at this point, like WWE fans versus AEW fans. Why can't you see that you're getting garbage across the board? This is not good. Nobody likes what they're being seen. I have yet to see anyone come out and get big, huge reactions like they used to get back in the day. Like, obviously, the top tier wrestlers are going to get some response from the crowd, but for the most part, the crowd is dead. If they're not singing along or they have something to chant, it's over. So we're going to get right into it. And I don't suspect this video is going to be that long because it's really not much for me to report on because WWE is putting out garbage. There's not many matches happening. There's more ads and commercials than there are matches. Like WWE wants you to consume and they want you to buy stuff. But what they're giving us to consume is disgusting. Like, no, I'm not going to put that inside of me. I will throw up. It's terrible. It's nasty. All right. So the show kicked off with I don't even know if they even the bloodline anymore. I don't know what's going on with Solo. They keep throwing people with him and then they disappear. Like he had Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa and Jacob Fatu. Now where are the Loas? Who knows? I don't know. They vanished. Now we got Jeff Cobb, JC Mateo. JC Mateo, who is 43, I might add, comes out with Solo Sikoa, comes out with Jacob Fatu. They come to the ring. Now, I will say this. Jacob Fatu is over. Like, you could tell that, I don't know if Solo's faction is a heel, but Jacob Fatu is not a heel. Or if he is a heel, he will not be remaining a heel because the fans are definitely turning him face. Jacob Fatu is over. He's getting over. He gets a reaction from the crowd. So, however, the crowd, WWE's crowds are so bot-like. Like, what has Jacob Fatu done? What has he done? Well, anyway, no breaks, all gas. He cuts the same promo week after week, even to the point where in this segment, Solo was mocking him. Like Solo did the little but the gist of this segment was Solo is taking all the credit for Jacob Fatu's success. He even says, I love you. And that title that you have on your shoulder is evidence of me loving you. Because at Backlash, Solo Sikoa came out with Jeff Cobb, interfered in the match, destroyed LA Knight, allowed Jacob Fatu to pick up the win. Could he have won without Solo's interference? Probably, but whatever. This is the narrative. This is the long-term booking. Let Papa H cook. This has been going on for months. Like, turn or don't turn, but do something at this point. Don't nobody care about long-term booking. It's not long-term booking. It's just becoming a drag. It's just becoming a chore. It's just becoming a bore to get through. Turn Solo heel or turn Jacob face. I'm tired of the dynamic. If will they, won't they? Is he not? Just get it over with. Move on. Like, move on. Come on. Come on, man. Like, what are we getting? Ask yourself, what is this? And why should you care? Because I don't. So you got Solo and JC out there, and Solo like he's coming, he's on the rise, and if anybody get in his way, they're gonna have to deal with JC, and they're gonna have to deal with Jacob. Jacob is clearly looking at this man like, bro, you got me messed up. Like, Jacob is not with the Solo vision anymore. He's moved on in his mind. He's checked out. So he snatches the mic out of Solo's hand because I'm thinking he's finally about to tell him off and be like, bro, I'm done. I'm out of this group. I'm done with you. But no, he just gets about to say, and then Solo jumps in and they do this awkward, I love you stuff. He was like, yeah, man, tell them you love me. Tell the audience that you love me. So Jacob says, I love you. But he was Solo like, nah, man, that's not how you used to say it. And again, this was an opportunity to break Jacob out, because I would have been like, yeah, well, you're not the tribal chief anymore. You do not have the Ulafala. You're not the tribal chief. So no, that's done. But what did Jacob do? Nothing. Just stands there and stares at him. So I was like, come on, man. Tell him how you say it, how you used to say it. This was not entertaining. This was not anything that anybody wants to see. And then my man, like, LA Knight comes out that joint with a sneak attacks JC Mateo, which is a dumb name also, but he attacks JC Mateo, put a little bit of hits on him and then run away. Why is LA Knight running away? Why? What is going on with this character assassination of LA Knight? And I know I'm skipping, but LA Knight lost to Jeff Cobb, yo. Come on. Jeff Cobb in his debut match on Smackdown in WWE has defeated LA Knight. So LA Knight is officially buried. Like, because I don't care what Jeff Cobb has done outside of WWE. Technically, he is a rookie in WWE, so let that sink in. LA Knight was pinned clean by a rookie. A rookie. Like, get this crap off my television screen, yo. And I'm to the point where I'm just like fed up, yo. If I did not need to watch these shows to create content for my channel, I wouldn't. It is so bad. I cannot imagine in 2025 that WWE is drawing in new fans. Like, who would watch this mess? Who? So obviously it's wrestling fans, content creators, and drones that's consuming this. It is no way in heck anybody is moving the proverbial needle. There are no needle movers. Nobody is a draw. Nobody is over. People that should be getting over, they're not getting over because Triple H cannot book. This man needs help. He need to hire some writers. You need to bring back Vince McMahon. We call Eric Bischoff, call Vince Russo. He needs to do something. The ship is sinking. Again, I do not think WWE will ever not be around, but it's certainly not going to be operating at the level that it's operating now, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, with the disgusting trash that's being put out. Where's your stars of the future? Who is the next stars? Who's the next John Cena? Who's the next Roman Reigns? Cody Rhodes is not young. Like, I do believe that this is Cody's time. When Cena does eventually retire and drop the belt, I believe he's going to drop it to Cody. But why is no one getting over? Why are wrestlers coming out to no pop? People are just sitting there and they do not care about what they're being shown. People are sitting at home and they're turning it off. Or they're falling asleep. Excuse me. Next, we have a segment that I don't even understand. It was just very brief, just a backstage segment between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, where Alexa Bliss was like, "Oh, Charlotte, you know, you used to be really nice to me. You kind of took me under your wing and you were a good person." And Charlotte was just like, "I don't remember that." When was Charlotte ever a good person? She's always been a Nepo baby, Nepo queen from her perspective, and she's always had that air of arrogance about her, so I don't know what that is. They have a match between Alexa Bliss, Michin, and Chelsea Green, and wow, have the mighty have fallen. Chelsea Green used to get one of the better receptions of any woman on the roster. Go back to the night that she won the actual United States title. The crowd popped hard for her. You would think she won the world title or something. And now look at her. Now look at her. They don't care. And poor Michin, they never cared about her. I like Michin. I'm always going to be a Michin fan. I liked her when she was Reckoning. I liked her when she was Mia Yim. I like this girl. I don't understand why people are not invested in her. I don't understand it, but I do know why. It's because Triple H does not let her shine. She's not given the opportunity to show her character, to show her personality. But if you keep up with the product, probably not as much as I do, because again, content creator. But when you see Michin backstage, when she's not in the ring doing wrestling stuff, she's always in the back doing something funny, doing something hilarious, messing with the other girls. She has a personality. She has something to say, and she can talk on the mic. WWE just won't let her. So Michin is in this match that nobody cares about. Chelsea Green is in this match that people used to care about, but because how WWE has booked her into oblivion, no one cares anymore. Of course, Alexa Bliss is still treated like a superstar. The fans do care about Alexa Bliss. They did pop for Alexa. And of course, obviously, Alexa Bliss won this match. Again, like I said, outside is the women leading the way. And I just did a video on misogyny, how a lot of guys think women don't belong in wrestling, and the women are leading the way because, like I said, the Nia Jax Tiffany Stratton match saved this show, and this was the only other good match on the whole show. So yes, this was a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Alexa Bliss wins, of course, off of the Sister Abigail DDT, and in my opinion, outside of Jade Cargill, Alexa should win this whole thing. It's been a while. Alexa is like a 5 or 6 time champion. However, it's been years since she been at the top of the industry. So an Alexa Bliss title reign will actually feel like something fresh. It actually feels like something new, even though she's a multiple time world champion. WWE just put the belt on the same people. It's literally been years since Alexa Bliss had a title. So to see her back in that position would be nice. And she is actually, when I say no pop, she's actually one of the stars that are actually still getting a pop. So she's still getting a good reaction. And if that is the case, then you might need to roll with Alexa and let that be. Because I'm a Jade Cargill fan. She's just amazing to me. So I would like to see her win the Money in the Bank, but I can also see Naomi interfering, maybe costing her the match somehow. Or if Naomi won the Money in the Bank and Jade Cargill was just in a straight up match with Tiffany Stratton for the title, and then Jade won, and then Naomi came out and cashed in on Jade. OMG, I'm booking better than Triple H, and this is just off the top of my head while I'm recording a video. And he has a staff, and he's paid to do this, and he's paid very handsomely to do this. That's neither here nor there. Either Alexa Bliss or Jade Cargill should win the Money in the Bank. Alexa Bliss is already qualified. We're going to have to wait till next week to get more qualifying matches. But moving right along. Fraxium versus DIY. Who cares? Just who cares? This is more of the same. The tag team division is in ruins. You can tell that WWE don't care about the tag team division, and you can tell that it's not something that they prioritize, or there is something that is important to them. But still, I'm just going to point out why I feel like, okay, the match was not bad. I'll give these guys everything, give them their flowers, give them their due. It was a good match. But why is Fraxium pinning the World Tag Team Champion Street Profits clean, but they need to use a roll-up to get past DIY? Like, you don't see how that makes the Street Profits look weak? Nobody sees that but me. They beat the World Tag Team Champions clean, but they need to use a roll-up to beat DIY. Yes, if you don't see it, I'm just going to point it out for you. It makes the tag team champions look weak because they got pinned clean, all right? So next week is going to be Fraxium versus the Street Profits for the WWE tag titles. Again, nobody cared about any of this. The fans in attendance didn't care about it, and I didn't care because WWE has not done anything to make me care about their tag division. I don't care about the tag titles. I don't care who has the belt. None of these teams are doing anything to set them apart. None of these teams are doing anything to great. And the same on the Raw side. And to be honest, I don't know which tag division is worse, yo. The New Day is not doing anything. Before them, the War Raiders were the tag champions, and they weren't doing anything. So clearly, WWE does not care about their tag division. It's not a priority to them, and therefore it's not a priority to me. I don't care. And it was not a priority to the fans in attendance because, again, nobody cared. Yo, it is what it is at this point. I'm just going to have to come into these shows with with no expectations. Don't get my hopes up. I won't be excited. I'm going to come into this joint knowing full well I might as well be looking at this show inside of a toilet, and then maybe I'll be entertained. You have to turn your brain off and just think like a drone to be able to enjoy this. Triple H literally said, stop watching the show as critics and just watch it as a fan. I wish I could tell them to F off. F off? You want to tell your fan base to F off because the fans don't like what they're being seen and we're being vocal about it? F off? No, you F off. You F off. Get better at your job. Be a better promoter. Be a better booker. Get a better creative team. Come up with something compelling. Come up with something that people want to look at. You F off, bro. Then you got R-Truth sitting down with Wade Barrett talking about this match with John Cena. Hold on. Really? 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 John Cena, arguably, and I say arguably because there was Austin and there was Hogan, arguably the company's biggest babyface ever. You have turned this man heel after 25 years of being the biggest babyface in the promotion. He's on his retirement tour. The last time is now. After this, we will never see John Cena again. He's a 17-time world champion. He won his 17th at WrestleMania. He's on his retirement tour, and you're giving me John Cena versus R-Truth? Are you kidding me? Like, what is this? Now, what is this, yo? Like, are you kidding me? As much as I like R-Truth and as entertaining as he has been over the years, he's hilarious. He's broken other wrestlers, made them break character and start laughing. I do not care about this, and I do not want to see one of John Cena's last dates in WWE wasted on a match with R-Truth that we already know he's going to win. Do you even think R-Truth is going to take the belt off of Cena? No, he isn't. Come on now. So we already know that R-Truth isn't going to win. So why are you wasting one of Cena's last matches on R-Truth? R-Truth does not deserve a title shot. When was the last time he even won a match, yo? He got put through a table at the end of the show. He tried to help Cena during the match, stop Randy Orton from punting him. Randy Orton RKO'd him. At the end of the match, at the end of the Backlash press conference, he had an altercation with Cena. Cena put him through a table. So now, no, man. No. He's going on in the 70s. That wasn't John Cena that did that. And so if I have to put hands on him and beat him back to his senses, I will. Moving right along, yo. Oh my God. More jobbery. The biggest jobber outside of Gunther and Jon Moxley. Jobber number 3, Damian Priest. Oh my God, I do not care about Damian Priest. He wants to challenge Drew McIntyre to a match at the Saturday night main event, and I don't care. I don't understand why Drew McIntyre is stuck in Damian Priest's orbit. Come on. Drew McIntyre is a bona fide, legit star, a former WWE World Champion, the man who carried the company during the COVID era. And this is how you treat him? This is his reward for being diligent? Damian Priest, the charisma vacuum, the dude is devoid of character, devoid of charisma. Get Damian Priest out of here, man. I hope this is the definitive match between them two. So Drew McIntyre can get out of this charisma vacuum, this all-encompassing black hole of charisma that is Damian Priest. He sucks. He's terrible. I don't know who's worse, him, Gunther, or Jon Moxley. Those are the 3 worst wrestlers that I can think of. Like, they're terrible. Damian Priest is terrible, yo. Get him out of here, yo. I ain't, no, man. No, Next, you got Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes. This is what you do with Aleister Black when you bring him back. This is what you do. You're feuding with The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Well, Aleister Black been a jobber already. So, who cares? I didn't think he was doing anything in his previous run. He was almost okay in AEW. Then the House of Black just fell apart. Luckily, we got Julia Hart out of that. But the House of Black just fell apart. Now he's back in WWE. Aleister Black, you were not bigger than AEW. You were not bigger than the House of Black. You are a jobber. Nobody cares about you. And the fans in attendance, when you come out, is my proof of that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Carmelo Hayes, and The Miz is washed. Carmelo Hayes is a victim of bad booking. He has the look. He has the skills. He can talk. He's athletic. He can wrestle. Triple H cannot book him. Triple H has an issue with booking black wrestlers. I'm actually scared for Trick Williams to come to the main roster, and I'm even more terrified of Obafemi coming to the main roster. Triple H cannot book black wrestlers. I don't get it. The matches ends in a DQ because Miz comes out. And Carmelo Hayes, this is booking, has the nerve to be happy. Bruh, you lost via DQ. What are you... Get it out of here, yo. Pack it up. Get it gone, yo. Drew McIntyre hits the ring next and cuts his usual Drew McIntyre promo. So at this point, Drew is phoning it in. Because if I'm telling you that he deserves better, obviously he knows in his head he deserves better. So Drew is just phoning it in. There's nothing original, nothing creative, nothing going on with Drew McIntyre. He cuts a promo that you've heard from him before. He accepts Damian Priest's challenge, and he's going to leave that match on a stretcher. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Nothing to see here. Next, there's a triple threat qualifying match between Jimmy Uso, Rey Fenix, and Solo Sikoa. The significant thing about this match is Solo Sikoa won. He actually won a match. Wow. Solo wins a match. This stuff is just repetitive BS on a loop. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's even go back real quick to the triple threat match, Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green versus Michin. Now, take Alexa Bliss out of that. How many times have you seen Chelsea Green versus Michin? Like 20 times, yo. They're not giving us anything new. They're not giving us anything we could sink our teeth in. Zelina Vega is the United States champion. Why wasn't she on the show? Like, what is this? This is trash. How many times are we going to see Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy? How many times are we going to see Chelsea Green versus Michin? Come on, man. Solo Sikoa wins. He qualifies for Money in the Bank. I don't know where they're going with the man side of this. I couldn't even begin to try to fantasy book it like I booked the women's thing because that Naomi and Jade thing is going on. I have no idea what's going on in this. Is Cena even going to still be around? Is the person that wins the Money in the Bank, are they going to choose to face Cena? Or are they going to choose to face Jay? Or possibly Gunther garbage ass because he got a title shot because we know Logan Paul isn't going to beat Jay. So is the person that wins the Money in the Bank, who are they going to challenge? I don't know, but it would be nice to see Solo win this because as much as I said that promo opening segment was trash, Solo was not trash. Solo actually was pretty good on the mic, and when he was the anti-tribal chief, when he had the Ula Fala, I thought it was a couple of times that he actually should have beat Cody. If they would have let him win even one of those matches, even if Cody would have took the belt back at a later date, Solo Sikoa would have looked more legit. But instead, he loses every single match of meaning. So he's like a jobber, solo jobber, Jabba Sikoa. So to have him win this match, I thought that was interesting because I do like Solo. Actually, I don't dislike any professional wrestlers except Jon Moxley, Gunther, and Damian Priest. I want these guys to be good. I want the product to be good. I want to be entertained. but it's just not happening. So Solo wins, and this leads to the because LA Knight comes back out. He comes out with a chair this time. He's gonna be and if they wanted to push LA Knight like a badass, they could have had him do what Austin did when Austin came out to the ring and cracked everybody with a chair. But no, LA Knight is buried. LA Knight has the most charisma, the best mic skills. He looks like $1,000,000, but WWE continues to bury this guy. I don't know if it's because he was in Impact. No, because they have a working relationship with Impact now. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, these people do not want LA Knight to succeed. He loses to a jobber. He loses to a rookie. Jeff Cobb, JC Mateo looks like a plumber. He looks like a trash bag. He looks like an electrician. He looks like I'm going to walk into my kitchen while he's fishing my sink and accidentally see his butt crack because his pants is hanging down. He is out of shape. He is fat. He has no aura, no charisma, but he can beat LA Knight. Come on, man. Come on, man. And now finally, the main event. The only saving grace to this show is because, hear me out, they had a decent match. It was pretty good. I heard that it was a banger. I heard that it was a Matt classic. No, it wasn't. It was just the best part of this show. Did we think Nia Jax was going to win? Of course not. We all knew Tiffany was going to win. We all knew it. The only part of this match I didn't understand was when Nia grabbed the belt and tried to walk away. Like, you didn't beat Tiffany. You're not the champion. So why are you taking the belt and trying to leave? But the action in the ring was pretty good. I like when they redid the Lyra Valkyria Nia Jax spot, but since it was Tiffany Stratton, I actually thought Tiffany was going to powerbomb her, but she didn't. Nia Jax came down on her and squashed her, but Tiffany kicked out of that. I was like, OMG. And then apparently, when Nia Jax kicked out of the prettiest moonsault ever, Nia Jax became the first person to ever kick out of the prettiest moonsault ever. So, for the most part, it was a good match. It was really good. I liked it. I am a fan of women's wrestling. I know other content creators like to take a dump on women's wrestling, but it was good, and this match saved the show. It ended. Naomi tried to interfere. She came out looking like a beast. I'm loving heel Naomi, yo. She came out with the chair, but of course, Jade ain't having it. That's why I'm saying it would be nice if, like, Naomi won the Money in the Bank and Jade was beat Tiffany for the title, and Jade like, oh, I'm happy now, and then Naomi come out to rain on her parade. But Jade comes out to stop her from interfering in the match, and they fight off back to the back. Nia Jax tries to grab the steel chair that Naomi had, and Tiffany kicked it smooth in her face, yo, and busted Nia Jax open pretty bad. You probably couldn't tell during the match, but there's pictures of Nia Jax online of her afterwards, and she is leaking. So Tiffany kicked the hell out of that chair, and she caught her with the prettiest moonsault ever and retained her title. And outside of this match, the show was pretty bad. I can't even say mid. I can't even say trash. It was just bad, yo. Very bad. They did a reverse AEW. Dynamite started off with a banger match, then gave us nothing but garbage afterwards. WWE started off with garbage and ended with a pretty good match. It is what it is. Smackdown, if I had to rate this show, I would give it a 2 out of 10. If I had to do it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, this joint is getting an F. It was pretty bad. I mean, I could give it a D minus. If I had to individually rate each segment, they were all trash except for the Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton segment, and the Alexa Bliss triple threat. That's it. The women stopped this show from being an utter dumpster fire, but it was bad. Put some respect on women's wrestling. Once again, guys, this is your boy, the Black Patriot, and I will be here continually fighting for your right to have great content. I will call these promoters and these promotions out all the time. I will be here. I will be the voice of the voiceless, the voice in the darkness. It's your boy, the Black Patriot. Remember, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thank you. I appreciate you. Peace out. Be safe.